our opinion and place your calling. WUB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is to show my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we're dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. No respect on selfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that we feel happen and I got blue skies. I love it when people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WUB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is to show my people. Believe our hopes up to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we're dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. No respect on selfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WUB. And all the things that we feel happen and I got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WUB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play your role, get where you need to. Look and tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling? It's the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. WUB. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion.
This is WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's a Friday morning. It's the 20th day of February 2026. This is the second day of Ramadan, the third day of the Lenten season. We welcome you to the program this morning. I'm Nuri Muhammad. As you know, we go through certain preliminaries. We bring you up to date on the weather, and then our news center prepares every morning a news brief so that you're informed. If in case you missed the news last night, we'll give you the brief this morning. Our forecaster this morning is veteran, Miss Kamabach. Welcome, Miss Catherine.
Good morning, Belize. Fair and dry conditions continue to dominate our weather. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for mostly sunny skies today, and high temperatures are expected to reach 85 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 92 inland, and 80 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be clear to partly cloudy, with low temperatures of 28 along the coast, 70 inland, and 65 in the higher elevations. No rainfall is expected. The winds will blow from the east to southeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the sea state will be moderate to rough. A small craft caution remains in effect for occasionally gusty winds and locally rough seas. Operators of small craft should exercise caution. A low tide is occurring and a high will follow at 11:46 a.m. Another low will occur at 6:24 a.m. and a high at 28 minutes past midnight. The sun will rise today at 16 minutes past 6 and set at 5:56 p.m. The moon comes up at 17 minutes past 8 this morning and set at 9:02 tonight. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is for fair and mostly dry conditions to prevail, with the chance for isolated thunderstorms to develop over the Maya Mountains during the afternoon or evening hours. In the sargassum forecast, satellite and surface observations continue to show a few sargassum mats offshore and along some coastal destinations. More mats are expected to drift ashore during the coming days, resulting in moderate impacts. And in the fire forecast, the risk for forest and brush fires will be moderate. And that concludes your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989. Creme FM presents the news station. Local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
Recent incidents in which members of the public were harmed during encounters with individuals living with mental health disorder has once more placed a spotlight on available treatment in the country. Yvette Quintanilla, the mental health coordinator in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, explained that these disorders developed over time. She stressed the importance of family involvement and explained that what signs to look for and what can be done to seek proper treatment. She also outlined what can be done when someone is experiencing, quote, a mental health episode.
The changes are coming along slowly as we move along, but we have been working very closely with different ministries. For example, last year we did multiple sessions with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Human Development. We have been working very closely with the police last year as well. And well, to start off this year, we have a large group of different ministries that are being represented today.
What advice would you give to residents if they notice someone who is maybe having an episode and possibly being dangerous to themselves or to others?
Okay, the family support is very important. Many times the changes that start to happen when the mental illness happens, the family is the first to note the differences. For example, the person might not want to eat or might be eating more, they might not be sleeping at night. So these changes can be observed by the family. So we encourage the community to not wait. Once you start to see the changes, it's important for them to be taken to the clinics so that a proper assessment can be done and the intervention can be provided from very early rather than waiting, when incidents happen out there with the public where they become psychotic and then they pose a harm to themselves or to other people.
And what happens if it gets to a situation where it's kind of like an emergency?
Okay, they can be taken to the emergency rooms. All the hospitals are equipped to respond to any crisis. We have done training with medical officers when it comes to mental.
Team drew the attention of the U.S. authorities. And charges were brought against the principal, Andreas Puk, and his associates in November of 2018. Assets were subsequently confiscated. The matter went to trial in 2020 and ended in an appeal that Puk and the other defendants, including Mr. Peter Baker and John Usher, lost. Puk was convicted in July of 2024, and on September 22nd, 2025, he was sentenced to 8 years in prison for massive real estate fraud. According to the U.S. court findings, the scheme pulled in more than $100 million, but the hundreds of American retirees who bought into the promised luxury seaside homes saw their life savings evaporate with nothing to show for it. Although Puk had a long history of fraud in the United States, he uses aliases in Belize to hide his past. In 2023, the FTC refunded $10 million to 1,198 U.S. citizens who had bought the deceptively marketed lots in Sanctuary Belize. On February the 5th this year, the FTC announced that it is refunding $23 million to 1,659 consumers who were defrauded under the Sanctuary Belize scheme and also under the nearby sister development named Kanani. In February of last year, 3 Espats Structure Architect Limited, as well as the architects, his wife, Anna Espat. On Wednesday, Minister of Tourism, Honorable Anthony Mahler, called the entire scheme a black eye for the country.
Black eye happened already. The 3 young ladies have passed. Now it's just a court case. Whatever the courts decide, I will support. These things should never happen, and we should take much more pride and accountability. We should have much more accountability in terms of when we're building this product with our flag and all that we got some sense of nationalistic pride. But yet, all our highways are littered with garbage. Dump sites are all over the place that shouldn't be. I don't care how you tell me. When we plant plants, they dig it up, they steal them, they break them up. The other day, plants, they dig it up, they steal them, they break them up. The other day, I saw some goats on Boulevard eating the plants. Like
Teller Media Limited intended acquisition of SpeedNet Communications Limited. He shared his opinion on how BTL's consultation should look, but he held the cabinet's line when asked if BTL had convinced him of the buyout when their executives made their presentation to cabinet.
My position is that the people, BTL should consult with the people, the government should consult with the people, and that the voices of the people should have the sway at the end of the day. Whatever the people decide, I'm fully supportive of that. I believe in letting the people have their say on that.
If it's no, it's no.
If it's no, it's no. If they say yes, well, it's yes.
And then how should consultation look though?
Well, for consultation, they need to engage with the NGOs. They need to for more robust consultation. And so I will leave it at that. I will support whatever the people decide on this issue.
That's our news package for this morning. There's more news coming up after the morning stew. That will be a little bit after 12 o'clock this afternoon. And this evening at 3 o'clock, there is a news brief. And at 5:15, a full news broadcast. This on our sister station, Creme Radio. Here on XTV, we bring you the entire news broadcast at 6 o'clock this evening. It's now 11 minutes to 7 o'clock. We'll take a short break, come back, and we'll open the phone lines. As we announced yesterday, we do have a packed house. With guests today, but we'll keep the phone lines open until our 7 o'clock break.
Informative, accurate, current information. Krem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to remain safe and secure. Our support remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
have a wonderful conversation for you this morning. A Friday morning conversation which always lifts up our spirit. We have in the house representatives of the Girl Guides and a very, very, very important youth development program in this country that goes way, way, way back for many, many decades. As our guest this morning, we have Miss Jean Reyes. She is the Chief Commissioner. Here, some questions for you, Lisa. All right, we'll come in. Or it looks like you lift your mic. You want to say welcome?
Good morning.
Or you want to say anything? Please, go ahead.
Good morning.
This is Friday, so please go ahead. Say.
Good morning.
Okay.
Your name.
That's
Give
it?
your name.
My name is Nisa.
Your, what standard? Your class? Your school?
I'm a part of St. Joseph Brownies Pub.
Guide company.
Guys company. I'm in standard 4.
All right, great. Chrislyn?
Good morning, I'm Kristen Rodriguez and I'm 13 years old and I'm part of the Rangers unit and I go at SCA in first form.
All right, great, great. All right, so let me go to you, Ms. Commissioner. And I know from what we were saying off mic that the Girl Guides have a long history.
Very
and many
long.
of us are not aware. Perhaps, I mean, when I was young, Girl Guides were moving like Boy Scouts all over the
place.
city, but now we rarely see them. So it's good to know that it's still going on. But what is the history of Girl Guides in Belize?
Girl guiding is it started way back in 1937, and it's basically to train the young ladies to help them develop their fullest potentials, right?
Okay.
We try to teach them a whole lot of stuff while during their years. We used to start from the brownies. Now we have little orchids, which is years 3 to 5.
Oh, okay, because I was going to ask about the brownies. So they've changed the name to
There's
the
a little
orchids?
brownie that should be here. I don't know, she's a little bit late
okay.
maybe,
All
but
right. Good.
they dresses differently, so I wanted one of.
What is your association with the Boy Scouts? Did they start at the same time? I know the Boy Scouts is rooted from England.
Yes, too.
Mr. Powell. What about the Girl Scouts?
The Girl Scouts pretty much started a little later than the Scouts. The Scouts were there before us, and it's because of the Scouts that we started. Because in England at the time, way back when, in 1910 when guiding started, Lord Baden-Powell,
yes.
he started the movement for the Scouts.
Yes.
But when he started having his meetings, something magically happened that girls started coming to his meetings.
Yes.
Back in the day, girls weren't supposed to mix with boys.
Yes.
So he had a headache, right? So he quickly shifted his sister, Agnes, to take care of the girls for him while he's doing the Scouts. Well, the girls were, we are determined.
Of course.
They couldn't get rid of us.
Yes.
So before it, we were in the thousands in England along with the Scouts.
Yes.
And so he had to do something quickly because his sister had her own duties, and he wanted somebody permanent in the structure like himself, which is this is his wife. So they both started. This is the wife.
I see. Okay.
This is Olive Baden-Powell, and it's funny because they got married while they were doing scouting and traveling. They met each other and they got married, and therefore that's why we celebrate the 22nd of February, which is Sunday. We will have our church service every 22nd. We have our, well, not only on the 22nd, but that's our initial day to celebrate these two people, right? And their birthdays miraculously is the 22nd of February. Both of them.
Oh, wow. So in a couple of days.
So we call that, they are really our leaders, yes.
So they're both on the 22nd?
On the 22nd of February.
Interesting.
Right.
So a match made in heaven, I guess.
That's what the wife said.
The Scouts, I noticed And then really, I'm telling you, I didn't really focus on this name guides until just now.
Okay.
I've always just said guides, girl guides, girl guide. But there's a key in this word, guide, especially for a young person.
Yes.
To give them guidance. Am I just going off, or is that really incorporated
that is
into
the
the
real
name?
deal of it, yes.
Yeah.
These little girls wear a heavy hat once they come into the association.
Okay.
It's basically to have a lot of fun too. Guiding is outdoors. We don't want to keep the girls locked up in a classroom. They're doing enough of that with their classes and schools.
Clearly.
So we have to take them out. So every year we have a Romney camp, we have a guide camp. So we take them to a different, try to take them to a different district every year, because our little girls really don't know our country.
Yes, that's
and now
true.
Belize have so many beautiful sceneries and places that we can go and camp.
Yeah. Even their parents don't know them beautiful places.
And their parents are a bit afraid. We have to get down to them to send their little girls with us. But we want to assure the public right now that when those little girls are with us, we take care of them better than how I took care of my daughter.
Because you don't get jealous of that, though.
Yeah, because she was almost born at camp in Orange Walk.
Okay.
That's why she's in it for going for 30 years now.
You're born a guide. All right, that's great. Well, let's go to you for a minute then, since you're the deputy. What does that entail? What do you have to do as the deputy?
Well, like you said, I'm the behind scenes. Miss Jean says you need to do this, I do it.
All right.
No, if she's also my mother.
Yes. Yeah. So you may do it because the commissioner, or you may do it because you're your mom?
No.
Young people today, both girls and boys. And I often say that if our children were in a disciplined group from very early, it helps them with the challenges that they face. How do you see that? And to what degree are you able to attract young girls to join the Scout movement?
Okay, so
the Guides movement.
Growing up, not only because I was in Girl Scout, my father was he's a past BDF soldier.
Oh.
So I grew up.
You're a disciplined family.
Yes. So I'm actually more disciplined than
my
mother.
well, I know.
When it comes
delete that part.
So when it comes to disciplining the girls, I have a very stern face. Okay. I try to be as friendly with them, but know that if you need to get this done, it needs to get done. Okay. Growing up in the guiding association, there's a little change when it comes to discipline, because we're now in this modern lifestyle. We can't speak to the children or the girls the way that they used to speak to me. Disciplining the girls. If we had we have BDF training sometimes in the past, you didn't get your left and right correct, you sniff pollen. You can't give their girls to sniff pollen now, because they run and tell them, man, that's it. Right?
Yes.
So with us.
Yes.
If they have any with us.
Yes.
If they have anything that they need to do and they can't do it, school work, if they have to speak to someone, we have to be there for the girls. So when it comes to disciplining and training the girls how to be a young lady into a woman, because they become a woman. I am a woman. I was in there from I was a baby, almost born in camp, went into Orchid, went into Brownies, went into guiding. At that time they had senior guides before you went into Rangers.
Yes.
I went into senior guiding, then into Rangers, a young leader, and now I'm the deputy commissioner. So
you've gone through the journey.
I've gone through the journey. I know what it is. I try to show the girls that the discipline is not just you have to do this, you have to do that. It comes from within. Like you need to know yourself, be confident within yourself. We teach the girls little life skills so that they could be a leader. Not for others, but for themselves also, right? eventually will become mothers, they will be a leader.
Yes.
Maybe not, they might not be a deputy or a commissioner for the country or the association or whatever it is, but they will be a leader in some sort, right?
Yeah.
So we try to teach them skills and just have them prepared for life.
Well, you're giving them guide, as you
Right,
say, right? So
right.
you're guiding them.
By the skills we meet, we teach them to cook.
Oh,
They
wow.
get a badge. Everything they do, they get a badge.
Anything you could think about, you get a badge.
Oh, wow, yeah.
This badge, you get a,
And that's a
you
little
get a
motivation.
pet lover badge, you
Yeah.
get a cooker badge, you get a sewing badge, you get a knitting badge.
Yes, yes.
There's so many things for the girls to work. Some of our own little girls, they don't know. I'm at the point where I'm doing sewing right now, and I have somebody to help me with that because I cannot just judge them by myself. Train the. I have some person that comes in and teach them the sewing, so she will guide them and she will test them, and then she will give them their badges. I cannot give it to them as their leader, but a simple button. These little girls now don't know how to sew on a simple button on their dress or uniforms. I have seen a lot of them, and then you have to talk to them nicely because the parents too. Sometimes you can blame, but not all the time because
It's
poor
a different
parents
world. It's a different world.
they're working. Mothers have to leave their kids, little girls, so early in the morning, and their little boys too. They don't have proper timing to take care of the children. So we have to understand that part of it. That's why when we're with the girls, we know how to treat. We are, like she said, we are their second mothers.
This is so important, Commissioner Jean, because as your daughter is saying, as the deputy is saying, today's life is far more challenging for young people.
Very.
And you have to really be skilled to keep their attention.
Yes.
Because they get bored so fast.
So quick.
And they think that you to come with from just like my man school and I don't want to deal with that.
Right.
So you have to really package that in something that they will get engaged in. So that has to be very challenging. And it has to be challenging, especially as I said, there's so much attraction out there to not get into anything disciplined. So this is very good. And I'm glad to hear that because, you literally have some young people today, and tell me if I'm right, Keisha, tell me if I'm correct, that don't even know what a needle and thread.
You know what is needle and thread?
Okay, how about you, Christy? All right, okay, that means you're getting good training.
Christy got her sewing badge already, so.
Then get
because of the school, like you mentioned, I brought it to my mother's attention also that instead of having meetings at school, we should have it's international, and we go world. It's international, and we go worldwide because it's a worldwide organization. So
I have actually.
Trips. You have trips all the way to Switzerland, Africa,
England, Africa. I sent a little girl to Kenya when I was the international commissioner. I got to prepare a girl to go to Kenya on the safari.
You have to really convince a parent, particularly with girls, to let go your girl out of the site and out of the country.
Brownie Camp is coming up early March, and I have to plead with some of them to send the little girls. They do like 3 or 4 badges at camp. So I want to see it on the sash when they're parading out there on the 21st because that's our big parade, Independence Day. We want to see the little girls shine.
What I have noticed, and I don't know if it's in Belize, but I think it's also in Belize, that the instructors for the Boy Scout is both male and female. Some women are girls, some women are scouts. Right, senior. Do you have that situation with the girl guides that you have men who are involved?
No, we're not co-ed.
All right,
we're
so you female.
But we don't. We also have another branch known as the Friends of Guiding. Like Calvert is a member of that, and they have other. Our past commissioner brother is the head of Friends of Guiding, and he trains them. That when we use them, we have to use them. Use them when we go to camp.
There's certain skills that is better taught.
They got to help us set up the tents and carry the heavy stuff and different things, you know.
Of course. Well,
not that we can't do it if we put.
We could do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like your spirit. What about cost? who pays for this? Do you get a subvention from the government, or do you have
We
to
get
do
one.
fundraising?
And a very small one. I'm about to visit.
So this
I know that
attention-
husband. I can't have husband.
So this
I know that
attention-
husband. Kind of lead difficult with the areas, things happening over that
Yes,
time. But Miss Garay is brand new to the association,
Alright.
and she's she's a very smart lady. She works at the, I think, the education department.
Okay.
So as the president, I personally want, as the chief, want her to see the full swing of the Girl Guide movement. That will really open her eyes. When she comes back, she will bring a lot to the
Yes,
table.
yes,
You
yes.
know, and that's what we want.
Very important. And we should not be afraid. You know, many times it's what we hear on CNN and Al Jazeera that make us think, oh, I don't want to go in that area because everything they get bum out. We should know that on the other side of the world, they also look in this area and say, oh, you don't want to go to this, we don't in any areas there. So they have similar, they have similar kind of thinking about us. So don't have no problem of sending her to Cambodia, because you would be amazed how natural things are working there. They're not being bombed and etc. etc.
We have
we can't send them to the Gaza, but a lot of countries get very bad press.
Yes.
Like I've been seeing some bad press about Bangladesh, and while Bangladesh had that problem a couple of years ago, everything is normal in Bangladesh now. You see, so I'm just saying that. But I'll stop talking to the deputy and to the chief, and let me get back to Chrislyn. Give us a little bit of why you came to become a ranger. You started as a Girl Guide, right?
As a brownie.
Oh, you started way back. Huh? Who interested you in that?
So it was first my sister joined.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So first, my sister joined Girl Guides, and I got inspired because all the stuff she was doing, I wanted to be a part of it too. And I always had a passion for leading with the right intention. So I decided that I'd join the Brownies, and after joining the Brownies, I realized that this is something I want to do for a while. And I've always had the passion that one day I'd like to be a leader like Miss Jean. And so since then to now, I've been in Girl Guides for about 8 years, and I'm still enjoying every bit of it, and I don't plan to leave anytime soon.
Oh, wow.
She's actually doing, she's roping in new girls at St. Catherine's for me, so pretty soon our ranger unit over there.
I see.
My rangers are in Palotti, St. Catherine's, I have some in EP York, I have some in Nazarene.
Brownies, because I saw what she was doing and I was like, I want to do that as well. And I'm also considering maybe staying. Well, I know I'm going to stay and maybe one day be like Miss Jean or Miss Kelsey. Go around the world and see new places and different things and help give back to the community as much as I can.
Oh, good. So you want to travel the world. That's your objective too? Yeah, see?
Because we do have trips, you know, we have trips
See, you're
coming in every
again.
now and again. There's so much to say. I want to get a little bit of...
You're full up. And this is good. All right, we want to make some final comments, but I would like to hear from both Chrislyn and Lisa. A message that you would give to young girls your age in school with you who are not a part of the Guides movement, and you see sometimes they really challenge, really difficulties they have. What would you advise them as a good reason to join the Girl Guides?
I would advise them as a good reason to join because it helps give back to the community. Like last week we went to the Sister Cecilia and we went and spent time with the people and we played and we danced and we laughed as well. And I feel like that's a really good thing to do, as well as just being here to like out there.
Very good, very good. I'm proud of you. Now, you tell me the benefits that you have gained, and what would you say to a young girl out there that you see no belong to nothing and no look like she want belong to nothing and look panting like Girl Guides as, you know, and they know that. How would you convince her to change her mind?
Girl Guides has taught me many things in life. I've got taught to life skills. I've learned sign language just by Girl Guides. So I think that Girl Guides impacted a big part of my growing me as a young woman. And so for you to join Girl Guides would be a good idea because it's you as a young lady. Because we have like life skills class at school. Because we have like life skills class at school.
Great.
And I'm passing. And
I think you should take these two wherever you go. These are two poster child. Very, very good. Very good.
The others are great too because they have a good company and unit at St. Joseph.
All right, that's
and
great.
other leaders have good girls too.
Great to hear that. Great to hear that. Well, is there anything else, Miss Jean, that you would like to ask the audience? Any support or any commitment or anything?
Right there, you have to stop me now. You have to break me.
Well, I don't got a lot of time, so I should have asked you that first. Sure? Yes, but just give me in 1 minute, and then I'll ask Christy to close.
This is our recruitment time now, being that whenever Thinking Day comes around, we notice that with the different activities, they use their T-shirts, their uniforms, everything. We are all over the place. So other girls get to see and they get to like it, like right now we are doing recruitment at St. Joseph and the other leaders are doing it think countrywide too because they see what we are doing, they see the fun that the girls are having, they like the church parades. Sunday here we'll be having our ecumenical service at Wesley Church. We use a different church every year, by the way.
Oh, that's great.
And so this year we at Wesley Methodist on Albert Street, and then from there, we are recruiting the little girls now because we will pretty soon be gearing up for Brownies Camp. And so we will be looking for a quick venue, a nice, safe, by the way, we have to look for safe places.
That's right.
We need mothers and fathers to know that when we take out their little girls, we have to be near the police station, near maybe where the army is, the BDF, because we call them in to do little drill and different things with the girls. We have to have a nurse with us, right? The leaders get their pins because you learn to cook too. The leaders have to learn to cook. They have to do the yard. We been through all of that as a leader. So when we take those little girls out, it's not anybody else that comes in and help, it's us, the leaders, that have to be there from morning till night when we have a campfire and a bed down and they're all tired. We're tired them out, the night with the campfire. Otherwise, they don't go to sleep. We have had it where little girls go to camp and when we're breaking camp to go home, they cry, they don't want to go. They don't want to go. They love it. It's fun. It's fun.
Camaraderie. And we'll give you the last word. And you could put a phone number or anything in case anybody wants to contact you.
Okay. So like Ms. Jean said, where she mentioned that this is our recruiting month, but being that I'm the district commissioner, myself will be out trying to recruit for the rest of the year. The first station I'm hitting is Kikaka. So we're gonna start from out and come in, and that's my plan. And have the girls get involved because, like you said at the beginning, that we've dialed down a little, and I'm looking for young girls. We need and young leaders like myself. It's very fun. It's not just like I said, this strict uniform and BDF kind of discipline that people think it is, right? Yes, we have our discipline structured, but you get to get out and if you want to use your faith, get out into the world and meet people, do that. And that's what we want, right?
Well, that's what Nisa said. She wants to travel the world.
Right. Yes. So we want to get the community in, right?
Yeah. We appreciate being here. We encourage listeners, viewers who don't have their children in some structured program. For the girls, look into Scouts. And for the boys, look into Guides. And for the boys, look into Scouts. Because it represents an early, disciplined organization. I'll tell you, when I got my tenderfoot, I think I must have been when I first learned to tie my knot.
Okay.
And I must have been about 8 years old in the Wesley School Scout Group. Very proud.
Okay,
Very
yes.
proud that my uniform and make I feel like I different totally, you know. So it has an impact on young people, and they want to belong. People don't understand a lot of reasons why young people want to belong to so-called gangs is because they want to belong.
Yes.
They want to be in some
and they
group.
drop in the
so
wrong
put them in a
group.
positive group.
Yes.
Right.
Make them, train them towards what is positive, and this is very good.
May
So
I
we-
just say one second to wish our patron, Governor General,
yes.
Governor General Salam. She is our patron, and I'm just wishing her happy guiding month.
Yes, all right. Happy guiding month, Sister Froila. All right, so thank you very much. We ask you to give your support to this very important effort. Thank you again, Deputy and Chief, and our poster children, Lisa and Chrisley. Thank you very much. We'll be right back after our 2 cents cam, and that is sponsored by Fort Point Security.
Friday.
Big up the entire Belize City. Big up Evan Exide.
Yeah.
One love. Tell the boss I say peace.
Yeah.
That's it.
My best friend,
Who else?
my cousins,
Who else?
my mom,
Who else?
my pa,
Who else?
my boss.
Who you big up?
Big up everybody on the Friday.
Big up Friday, who you big up?
My wife, of course.
Big up Friday, who you
Big up everybody on the Friday, cause we there.
All right.
Have a vision? We've got what you need. From idea to install, Brothers Habet, all your building needs under one roof.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long way. It's like over 16 years that it was basically like 2-3 houses in that area.
It was wild. One high bush like jungle. I take my lick. Say no water, no light. I tell her no worry about that. We have figured it out.
You know, you wonder how long it will take for this to happen.
A year ago, you were considered squatters.
We made a picado and we came in. I'm a teenager. Everybody said it was swamp, it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
This that for we, and we proud of this. Now we are claiming our house on the land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of the people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of appliances that just don't last? Appliances that just can't keep up? It's time for a change. GE Appliances delivers reliability, innovation, and performance you can trust. The decision is easy. Don't settle for less. Choose quality, choose reliability, choose GE.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
The MIDH's housing program remains one of the government's most impactful initiatives. To date, hundreds of Belizean families across the country have received starter homes, with priority given to single mothers and the elderly. In every case, these homes have provided safe, stable, and affordable shelter to those most in need, a commitment the MIDH is proud to keep.
I'm truly grateful and blessed. Having a roof over our head that is ours completely, without a doubt, it is a blessing, and it's something really surreal, and it's hard to explain the mixed emotions that I have.
Having my own home, my own home, that's mine. I feel so good that I got my own house now that I can say it's mine. I just feel emotional because, I have my own home.
I always use Touch House. And thank God for it, for all of you who came this evening and inaugurate this house for me.
Me living in my house, and she say, me always excited for say, we own home, and both of us excited for say moving in our house.
Anybody who has ever experiencing couch surfing or even having a hard time with renting and landlords saying that you own something yourself, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So really happy for that. As a legal guardian, it's very reassuring to know that I have a home and a roof to put my niece and nephew in along with myself.
Most of our people are people who would never be able to even start to construct a home. And so this program allows them the ability to get that start that they need so that they can continue to have their dreams in the future come true.
So really this is transformative for them. It affects their lives in a real way. Their family, their children now have a place they can be proud of.
One by one, we are transforming lives. One by one, this program is making sure that a family who just needs one opportunity.
As we wind down today, this is the fourth one for us, Stancrick West for today. That by itself, a good initiative that the ministry recognizes the size of the constituency.
There are thousands of files that have already been approved. But we work on a budget that's approved by the Ministry of Finance, which is approximately $5 million a year. And the $5 million does not include only the building of the houses, it includes also the infrastructure that we have to do to reach the houses. This year we have put in double that, and our fingers are crossed. Hopefully the Ministry of Finance approves this budget and we will be able to do more. I feel it, everybody wants one. But we can't do it for everybody at the same time. So we are going with a program. We're trying to deal with the people that have handed in their applications and have been approved. It changes lives. It opens up communities. It is something that our people get a direct impact. And that, I think, is very positive. It's one of the social programs that the People's United Party has in place that I believe is very effective and welcoming by the large majority of the population.
Let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be.
Belize Morning Vibes, wonderful conversation with our young people. It's always inspiring because these are the future. This is 20, 30 years down the road, and if they could just hold that disposition that they have now and grow on it, then we will maintain and even be better than we are today. We go very quickly now into our next guest, honored brother of ours that come in from time to time, but we'll have him very shortly for this morning. He is the Minister of Transport, Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs, and am I leaving
Constitution.
any? And Constitution. Oh, that very, very, I don't want to say controversial portfolio. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Zabani, and welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir. Yes,
Buenos dias. Thank you so
sir.
very much for having me. It's
Yes, sir.
always an honor to be here with you. I'm here at X, and it's always I always look forward to the conversation.
I'm glad, because this is a way you get a chance to get down to earth and talk to the people.
Absolutely.
I want to go into focusing this morning only on the announcement of the National Bus Company. Can you give an overview of exactly what is your idea? Because we haven't heard this idea before you. We know that you and your family have a background in the transport department. You used to manage it one time. And so, you're intimately involved in what this is. So I thought it was a very good fit to put you there to try to straighten out something that seems like we have not had this thing straightened out. It's been a while. So your vision is some national company that will incorporate all the major players. Tell us about that vision.
Yeah, so indeed I'm honored and humbled to have the opportunity to serve in this capacity. And when Prime Minister offered me the opportunity, he explained that it's precisely because he felt that my experience in the business would help. And in fact it has. Okay. So as you know, my dad started Z-Line back in 1972. The whole bus industry started around the early 70s. We used to travel in trucks, as you remember.
Yes.
Bedford type trucks,
Right.
half eight the passengers, the next half the cargo.
Yes, I used to drive way down the PG.
Yeah, take your lick, right?
Yes, seriously. Yeah.
And anyway, so the transition was there, and they had we had basically 4 bus lines at the time. We had Z-Line, we had the Novello buses from Benke, we had Batis in the city, and we had Venus in the north. And then we had James afterwards in Punta Gorda. After a while, this was moving now towards the mid-90s, other entrants came in, about 4 other entrants. And just with that, just with 9 bus companies, we started some of the racing and some of the issues that are now in the public's eye every day. And they among themselves decided that that was not conducive to service, it wasn't conducive to the viability of the businesses then. And they started on their own, amalgamating. So it wasn't a public sector led, it was a private sector led effort in those days. So that when it came up to around 2002, it was completed. But by the time they got to 2004, because there was no legislative protection for the new company. There was one large company plus James. James never got into the amalgamation. And it created a situation where they had to throw in the towel, so to speak, right? Because now government ministers afterwards started to continue to give out road service permits. So since then, after that happened, the BBOC was formed, and other players came in, and then it became almost a political cronyism type of situation, where, oh, this is my friend, Holia, this is my campaign, whatever, friend, Holia, right? And it
Like
ended up
paying back my supporters.
and then it ended up like this now with
Chaos,
31, right?
Chaos.
31.
Yeah.
So you have the racing, you have, there's no profitability in it for the operators. They can't upgrade their equipment. All the terminals came to the public sector because of the DFC default. So then all of that became owned by the people of Belize, by the government of Belize. But no attention given to the terminals either.
To try upgrade them.
So like everything was out there.
Falling
just
apart. Falling
left
apart.
out
Yeah.
Right. So at the end of the day, the commuters suffering year in, year out, year in, year out.
That's right.
So the first thing, when we got there was to ask people, where are we? What's the situation? The going idea at the time was that let us give operators the road service permits for longer than a year, because then they could go to the banks and say, all right, I have this thing for 5 or 10 years, make a could buy one newer bus. Well, that did not solve the structural problem. So you would, let's say they had gone down that road, all right, and let's say that the banks would have gone with it, which in my view, because we analyzed it right away, I believe the banks would have also seen that that was not viable. Why? Because now you have all these more expensive buses that the operators now have to pay even bigger loan repayment every month, but their income is the same, right? Their costs might go down a little bit because it's a newer bus, but that overall structure of racing and all that would have continued. In fact, some of the operators, not just one, a number of them said, it would have been good for me because then I could keep up in terms of the racing with the bigger guys who have better buses than we do. It would create even more dangerous situations on the road. So that, while it sounded okay on the surface, would not have solved the problem. After looking at everything, we invited then everybody to consider one company. Why? Because in that setting now, but not just to form a company, but a company that would then be protected in terms of the road service permits that it has. And anybody who did not opt in would continue with their road service permits.
Okay, so it wasn't compulsory that
it was voluntary. It's not. It wasn't. It's not a nationalization.
Okay.
A nationalization would have meant, all right, government said
we will buy everything.
And too bad if we don't like it or don't like it. Right. It's of course it would be in the public interest. You'd have to make an argument that this is better, and there could have been an argument there for that. But then it's not. You don't have people coming in with a passion to make this thing work, right? You'd have a lot of bad blood, as we would have said. So in my view, that would not have worked. And so we went the other route, which was to convince people, let them also be a part of this solution. So of the 31, we gradually got there. First we had 21 who said, okay, because we went by phases, we had to do an independent valuation, audit of their assets, their cash flows and so on, to determine their value. So of the 31, initially 21 of them agreed. So in there, you have the lead tag. There were people I know, most of them. So then come back and say, well, I want to do this thing because they were free audit anyway, and if I could just move on. Fine, no problem. The idea is that yes, you even get an advantage, and you decide not to stay in. You get a free audit. You know what your company value. So how was that audit done? And this is very important for the public to know. In a large meeting that we had, I believe it was the 30th of May of last year, the second large meeting with everybody, we said openly, please, from the body here, form a committee. We will have one member from the ministry, and you all, I think it was a 5 or 6 member committee. You pick the people and let them pick the auditors. We at the ministry will not get involved in that. So they went through, they formed the committee, they went through the list of 18 or 20 auditors that we have in the country. I think they shortlisted 6, and then they asked them to put in
bids.
And so they did. And out of the 6, they ended up with 4. And then we went by region. So
it's a very democratic process.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we gave them a timeline. Of course, it took longer, and we were not surprised to dig out, work with them. So they literally went to the operator's place of office or whatever they have. Most of them don't keep books like that, right? And so it was a tedious process for them. And finally, they came and presented the findings. Of the 4 of them, we had one that we felt had the capacity to collate everything for us, and so we would have all that information that's necessary to create what is called an opening balance sheet. When that occurred, the 21 ended up at 15 at that point. which was like late last year.
And that was because they did not come up to par in terms of their audit?
No, because I think 3 of them said thanks.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Thank you for the audit, but we're not interested.
Yeah.
At least at this point, we're not interested. So, and then another 3 that would have made 18 had to deal, because they're family companies. I have to deal with my brother or my ma or whatever, and it was, we had to wait until we finally got we got 18. About 3 weeks ago we had 18. One of them, a small one with just 1 run, called last week and said, okay, we don't want into this. So we ended up with 17.
Okay.
Now the 17, I've heard in the media, they say, well, a 17 out of 31. No. It is 65% of the road service permit miles that the 17 comprise.
Yeah, because some of them have very short.
So if you look at the James, right, that 1 run is from PG to Belize City and back, that's 400 miles, right, compared to a run, say, just from Orange Walk to Belize City, which is just 100 miles. You have to measure it by the number of miles that they cover, right? And that's
and so out of that 17, you have the majority of those with large runs.
We have James, we have Westline, we have Floralia, Silvas.
Those are the big ones. Those are the big ones.
And
so what will happen with this company? Because thank you for that background, because it does make it clear what the process was, and it does appear that process was very open and fair. But now that you do have a commitment of 17, what happens now? What are the next steps over the next 3 or 4 months?
So as the saying goes, right, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And if you have 17 of them and the big ones, and they have joined, well, they know for their welfare, then they know what, then they take care of their self-interest. So that's the test right there, right?
Okay.
Ultimately, and
because each of those 17 have to say that this has some benefit to their company, their bottom line.
So it was tedious. We had to, after showing them the audit results, we had to show them in no uncertain terms to them that the new company would be yielding greater returns than they were getting now. The average from our projections is that it would be at least 30% more than they're making now, right?
Yeah.
With none of the headaches that they have now. So that
now you know that. Tell me about the how will this organism work, because they have to take care of their own maintenance, they have to take care of their own road, they have to keep up the upgrade of their bus condition, etc.
So now it's a company, right? The company handles that. Okay, so let me give you the previous question.
Okay.
So now what they have done is to sign, the technical term is the subscription.
Okay.
That gives them the share percentage in National Bus Company Limited.
All right, but not all of them are equal.
No, because it depends on your value.
Right.
The overall value of National Bus Company Limited is about 49.5 million Belize dollars, and I'll tell you the composition of that. About a little under 40% of that is the bus owners, the bus operators' value. So their value when you add up all of the audited values, comes up to, I believe, about 19-something million. Okay? That amount, you take the road service permit value, the cash value that would yield over a number of years, and their buses that they're putting in. That gives you a value. You add all of the 17 of them together, right? And it comes up to that amount. They are giving that up legally to the company. And instead of them being operators in their own entrepreneurial spirit rights, if you will, as an individual proprietor, they now become shareholders. The government
not necessarily involved in the day-to-day operation anymore. They're just shareholders, drawing something from the value of their company.
That is correct. They
from
get dividends.
But
for some of them have 2 or 3 buses and it's a family thing they've had over there, some of them drive and all that, they have the option to become an employee of their own company if they want. Right?
But how would you manage that if it's one company? Where does the orders come from? Where does the instruction?
I'm getting to that. So,
all right, good.
So all right. So that's the portion from the operators, right? A little under 40%. The terminals were also valued. Okay, so you have terminals in independents.
Okay, but terminals are government's response.
So I'm giving you the 45+% that government comprises.
Okay, yeah.
So you have terminals in independents, Dangriga, Belmopan, Belize City, right? And in Belize City we have the one that's by the canal side that is used now. That was the Novello terminal. But government also owns 2 other properties. One that used to be Venus Terminal, and one that used to be Batiz Terminal.
Yes, that's right. That's
so those are properties.
Both in Belize City, valuable properties.
That is right. Then you have one in Corozal. Plus, we have land right here on Chatamal Boulevard that the new terminal will go on. Okay. Okay. Yes. So I saw the CEO of Lands calling me just a little bit ago. Okay. Because there's a ceremony we're planning to hand over the titles, right?
I see.
So that now was about a little over 22 million that comes in.
All right.
Then the last piece is about 15%. That's for institutional investors, right? So when you hear, okay, bonds are being floated by City Council or BNE has the benches or whatever, BL and so on. Institutional investors are like the insurance companies, like Social Security. Every day they collect, right?
Yes, indeed.
And they have a big fund, and instead of keeping that big fund in the bank,
they invest it.
They invest it for 5 or more %.
Have you gotten a commitment from those entities?
So we're working on them to see which one will give us the best deal.
Okay.
Right. So we don't just pick anybody, right?
All right.
So that's in process.
So if you choose an insurance company, for example, will there be more than one that can apply, or you will only select one insurance company?
Right. So the way how the process goes, they would say, okay, it's 7.5 million in the first instance.
Okay.
So the first one will come back and say, I want to take the whole thing, but right? And
okay.
Then
so they want to get that.
Yeah.
All right.
But if they say, okay, I'm interested in 2 million, the next one says 2 million, and so right.
All right. Okay.
Until
so it might be multiple. It might be multiple.
It might be, right? So. That then comprises the 49 plus almost 50 million, right? Now, on next Friday, there is a general meeting, which is of all the bus operators, the government, right, and representing the 15%, the whole amount, meet together, and they pick a board. So the way how the board is going to operate, it's with 7 board members. Once you have 15%, you get a seat on the board.
Okay.
Okay. So government will then have 3 seats. The institutional investor will have 1, and the operators will have 3. Now, if you take 6 times 15, that's 90, right? And then the operators get an advantage because the other 10%, which would be for small operators, get the advantage of of picking a seat on the board, right? So they don't have to meet that threshold of 15%.
So of the 3, the selection of 1 will be through that process.
Correct. Right. But it will be reserved for the smaller bus operators.
So you're talking about 7 people who are the board.
Correct.
How do you avoid disgruntled operators saying, oh, that's a monopoly, then they try weed we out, then they try push we out?
Right. They have known this from day one.
They knew what the composition was.
Sorry?
I mean, what the composition of...
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, we've met before the press conference on Monday.
Okay.
We met. And
so they're fully aware.
And
there's a buy-in.
Absolutely. Because they're interested in their dividends.
Yeah, of course. They want their money.
Not just that, but now as shareholders, they also have a vested interest to make sure that the company is profitable and working properly.
All right. So when, let me take the break and then we'll come back, because I want to know when are we going to be operational and when are we going to see it.
And just to tell you that then that board will pick a professional management team, CEO, accounting, operations and all that. They are the ones who are going to run the company. The board sets policy.
Yeah.
And then the management team, the leadership team.
So you're
operates.
really yet to hire your management team.
Yes, but we already have.
You don't know where you're going with that.
Yes,
all right.
yes.
10 minutes, 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. We'll take our next break now.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapado en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, la tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que te va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día para 10 días y va a estar bien después, ¿sabes?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long way. It's like over 16 years that it was basically like 2-3 houses in that area.
It was wild. One high bush like jungle. I want to take my lick. Say no water, no light. I tell her no worry about that. We have figured it out.
You know, you wonder how long it will take for this to happen.
A year ago, you were considered squatters.
We made a picado and we came in. I'm a teenager. Everybody said it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
This that for we, and we proud of this.
Now we are claiming our house on the land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
Belize Tax Service has been serving the country well since its inception. But like many tax administration systems worldwide, it faces new challenges that require modern solutions. The Semi-Autonomous Revenue Authority, SARA, will be established by legislation that will modernize how Belize administers taxes. Countries across our region, Jamaica, Barbados, and Guyana, have undertaken similar efforts at modernization, and we're using their experiences, successes, and challenges to design a SARA specific to our tax landscape. SARA will operate under the Ministry of Finance with an advisory board comprised of experts in finance, tax, law, and public administration who will provide sound guidance while maintaining the required oversight of public funds. SARA will provide the framework for modernizing tax administration, improving the way we serve taxpayers, and supporting Belize's development. A semi-autonomous revenue authority, SARA, will create opportunities for improving human resource management, accelerating digital transformation that reduces turnaround time and paperwork, and providing more responsive customer service while maintaining strict accountability standards. SARA, a progressive tax administration for a modern Belize.
have Dr. Zabani here. He's the Minister of Transport, and we're talking about the newly created national bus company, which should kick off in about 2 weeks' time. What about those that didn't join? You've got 17 committed. The others are still operational?
Yes.
And
yes.
what are those conditions?
Yes, so thanks for asking that. And again, thanks for having me on the show.
Sure.
So they know that they'll continue to operate based on the permits that they have. In fact, I believe most of them would have already renewed their permits.
Okay.
Just that, like everybody else, what we're told, we had that discussion and the public is demanding it, need to abide by the conditions of those road service permits. They have 18 conditions there. We have upgraded some of them because there are conditions way from 2000 that are still on there. They just have to meet those conditions. You have certain things.
But what kind of enforcement are you going to have? Because we're always hearing it's on paper, it's in policy, But when we get on the bus on the road, we don't look like them man got they didn't read the memo.
Yeah, there was a cabinet information that we agreed, and we're certainly grateful to our colleagues in cabinet, to Prime Minister Briceño, that we're going to move from around 42 wardens that we have on the road, and we got clearance to move up to 200.
Wow!
Right. So
you're gonna have a lot of coverage on the road.
We will.
So how are they gonna move? They're gonna be standing on the bus stop and get on the bus, or
the buses we'll have special attention on the buses.
Okay.
Right. But then they will be doing their thing across
monitoring
the country,
in different areas,
ensuring that in the process they're not aggravating drivers having these long.
But Dr. Zamani, so we should not be seeing any racing and sniping and all of that should be disappearing.
Now you have the other operators who are out there,
yeah,
who may still want to continue with that behavior.
But how are you going to enforce that? And what is the penalty for not following this plan?
Yeah, we've increased the penalties too, and we're getting vehicles as well to be on the highways.
Okay.
And we will do what we have to do.
Right.
And so we've mentioned that to everybody.
Okay.
Right? We will have monitoring systems in the national buses. Okay, where from a control room, we'll be able to see on a screen exactly where each bus is at, the speed they're going.
Oh, wow.
We'll have cameras in the buses. You could see in front of the bus and inside the bus.
Oh.
So we will be monitoring our people.
Right.
And we will have an extensive training program. There's a transition period. We start March 1st to the end of August. During that time, we're doing training. At this point, we're looking at all the credentials, if you will, of all the employees of those in the company, and to make a match. Not everybody have said that they want to continue. Some may want to go and do something else, whatever. But training will be critical. We're going to get uniforms and all, we have a certain standard.
Excellent.
Certain behavior will be fired immediately. Looking at breathalyzer with drinking and all these things. No.
Because those have been on the books for a long time but never enforced.
That is, so we have a lot on the books, but we have to get
Will you be taking over the police's highway patrol? Because they're really not doing any enforcement of anything on the highway.
Well,
will you be responsible for that? Because I heard you say you're going to get vehicles.
Yes. We are in discussions on better coordination with the police, because they have an important role to play.
Right.
But we have to build up the capacity of the transport department, of the traffic work out there, to be able to give them the tools. Because, and by the way, as you know, we've been training all our wardens across this country for the first time. They're getting training. You hire people and you just throw them out there. No, man, we've been training them. I think we're now going to start our 4th cohort to train, and it's not just the national traffic wardens, it's municipal as well.
Oh, great.
So they're getting this training, and it's very important. So a lot of things are happening simultaneously. I want to take this opportunity to ask our public to please continue to support us. We are grateful. We've gotten tremendous support from the public, but we're going to be transitioning. That means now that all these 17 bus operators, their buses are now owned by National Transport, National Bus Company, and we'll be putting a sticker over the names, National Bus Company there instead of the other names that you're used to seeing. But it won't be until September that we anticipate that new electric buses will be coming in.
How many of them you expect?
We're 110 new buses.
110 electric buses?
Over the period from September of this year to December of next year. So they come in batches, right? 5, 7, 10 at a time. We take out the old buses and replace them with the electric buses. It takes time because right now we have 3 different
so these buses are being purchased by the new company. Meaning the assets, the millions you talk about.
Correct.
So that is not going to be purchased by government.
No. This is
so it sounds as though what you're doing here is quite
indirectly by government, because government and
you're on the board.
In the company.
You're in the board, but it sounds like it's a different mix, because originally I thought you were thinking about nationalism. and correcting it. But this is a unique animal here.
The government's
government and private sector.
The government's resources in this has been minimal.
Right.
It's not that the taxpayers are going to be bringing in money or anything.
Yeah.
Assets, of course, the Belizean people own the terminals, right? But many people did not even know that the government owned the terminals,
I didn't realize it either. I thought it was
and so
private.
and now we upgrade the terminals. The terminals now will contribute to this company, and for the first time now, government, the people will get a dividend from this thing that has been there all haphazard all over the place by organizing properly now. The people of Belize get the opportunity for the dividend that is issued back out of this company.
So with your upgrading the terminals, I saw there was an effort with you and your CEO early in your ministry to kind of go in and put some chairs and things like that in the Belize City terminal, which was very haphazard and very temporary. Is that the way you're going to do it piecemeal, or you're going to really try to make we see one real change in these terminals?
Two things. So as I said, the new terminal in Belize City will be on Chetamal Boulevard. We have about 7 acres there.
How many months before that is
that will take
operational?
years. That will take a couple of years. So this is the point I wanted to make.
All right.
It has to be. It will be an investment of around $7 or $8 million. A state-of-the-art terminal that we can all be proud of.
Like Chetamal and
yes,
Merida.
we're in 2026 now, not 1976.
That's right.
Something that we can be proud of. That's where the maintenance facility will also be for all the buses across the country, and I know we're transitioning to electric buses.
So you got enough space there. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what is in the back.
About 7 acres.
You got a lot of space there.
Yeah, we have space for that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
so that will be the central area for the National Bus Company buses.
Because all the buses come all the way from PG, from Corozal, from Benke.
And I imagine that you're going to upgrade your maintenance process, etc. Because that's one of the problems of buses breaking down on the road. People have to wait.
If we go with the bus manufacturers from Taiwan, we have many students in Taiwan already. In fact, one of the bus manufacturers already hired a Belizean engineer. We have to train our people. That's why I'm saying there's going to be a transition period that we move in, and that's why I'm asking the public to give us the support over this period of time. I don't want to go without mentioning this very important aspect here.
So you're going cashless.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of publicity of how this will work.
Okay.
So I just drop upon the people like that.
All right.
In Belize City already, we have 2 electric buses that have.
Are these the same ones working with the city council,
yes,
or is this
with the city council?
All right, so that
we have 2 here, and then we have a pilot with Westline.
Okay.
That's ending the end of this month right here, and those buses become a part of the new company.
Okay.
That's also doing the pilot of how the electric buses work.
How long is that pilot?
The one that with Belize City has been 2 years already.
All right, so you're satisfied that you've gotten enough data to say it works?
Tremendous amount of data.
And
I just want to highlight,
cost effective too.
The electric buses cost, operating cost is only about 25% the cost of a diesel bus.
Oh, wow.
Just look at some basic things. An electric bus has about 5,000 parts. A diesel bus has about 20,000 parts. You're always changing filters, oil, fan belt. You have a host of things that you have to keep doing.
One of the complaints of that whole effort 20 odd years ago with the Novello brothers was really that they were not given the concession for tires. They were not, the fuel costs didn't go down. Now you're saying with this new effort, the fuel costs will go down.
There'll be no fuel used.
Exactly.
After 2027.
So it will. But how long before that phases out? Because obviously that will not be on March the 1st.
No, on March the 1st, it will be all the same thing.
Same thing going on.
All the way up to
the company
August.
is different. Yeah.
And as I said, because we need time to do many things. The training, the transition that will be necessary for people getting trained with electric buses.
Yes.
All of that has to occur at the same time.
Right.
So that by the time we start in September getting the first batch of electric buses, we are geared up. And then that occurs again over a period of a year and 4 months. Every month you're getting in a certain number of buses. And then all of the old ones fade out. And those old buses then will be put on the market, right, for other purposes out there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that money comes back to the company to keep upgrading, right, what they have.
Thank you for this explanation. Now, you are in charge really of transport in general, so the safety of every vehicle on the road is your responsibility, your ministry's responsibility. If you're talking about phasing out these old buses where they broke down, where they throw out one lot of smoke and, you know, et cetera, and you will still have some independent operators out there, won't we as the public still be seeing the same thing on the highway?
Well, when we met, the first time we met with all the bus operators in the country.
Yes.
Set aside the school bus operators. You have the highway operators, the technical word is intercity.
Okay.
Then you have those inside the towns and cities, those are called intracity.
Okay.
Then you have the village runs that come out of the villages to the towns, right?
It's got many layers.
Yes, many layers.
Yeah,
and then you got the charters that do like the cruise ship passengers and so on. Then you got the school buses, right? So you have different...
That's at different levels and layers. I'm glad you did tell me that, because I kind of had them all together.
And there are different people who do things for
and
their
your ministry then is responsible for dealing with each one of these runs.
So when we met with all of them the first time, May 2nd of last year, we said, listen, we can't handle all of this all at once. We're going to deal with the intercity subgroup first. That's between the towns and the cities.
Right.
We're going to work on that, try and get order there. That's where a lot of our workers, we do between 8,000 and 12,000 people a day, you know, on traveling, across this country. And so we want to address those major problems there, buses breaking down. So, and then we told them, we'll come to the other segments. We're going to come next to the village runs.
Okay.
Right? And then we're going to come next to the charters and the school buses.
Runs and things
so
like that.
We just don't have the capacity. So that's why we're taking it in stages.
I know this time, and I need this next break. So let me give you a final word, and you could elaborate a little bit on this cashless approach.
So in Belize City, this has worked exceptionally well.
Okay.
One of the things that came back to us is that we were concerned at the beginning to see how we would adapt to the changes. Because what we're also doing here is to say, you will have an app, you can see your bus when coming to your particular bus stop. Should it be, say, 8:15? We know that it's...
so the bus company will have an app you could plug in, I'm coming from Belmopan to
and
I'll tell you when
that bus... pass Cotton Tree and how they go, right? So you could see the bus where it is at any point in time.
That's a good innovation.
Right? And so, and you will also be able to buy your ticket
off that app
right?
too. Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, that's great.
So in the city though, what we've gotten from the pilot, and there's a lot of evidence there at City Council that has been gathered. You know that your bus, let's say by Farbas Road and the highway, you got a bus stop there.
Right.
And it's supposed to be, for argument's sake, 9:30, right?
Yeah.
And that bus not come till 9:40, but you made it there because you have to reach one appointment, the hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
People have been chastising earlier on, the driver or whoever. Man, this is the time you say you're supposed to be there, why you're not there?
Yeah.
And then we have a habit where the bus wants to stop here and stop there and stop there.
Yeah.
People don't want that anymore for that. They want a service where if it's this, the bus stop, the and stop.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next village, this is the next bus stop, the and stop.
Yeah.
So we have seen that people want better service, and timing is a part of that service, being on time.
Indeed.
So that is something very important that we believe the rest of the country will appreciate. That you can track your bus and know what time your bus to come, and you know why your bus to stop that everybody doorstep.
Yes.
Right. So walk and leave it to the bus terminal, to the bus stop, and then everybody's service quality goes up.
I know that you plan to train those who are part of the new bus company so that you could regulate behavior, attitudes, manners, etc. What will you do for those who remain independent? Will they have access to because you got some conductors that were really need to be changed.
Listen,
so is there going to be an upgrade?
We've said this over and over. You don't want to join the national bus company, no problem. Just understand, please, that you have to step up to the plate. We can't have one system, one national bus company service there and you there. You have to step up to the plate, and if you can do so, we applaud you. We applaud. We want to see you do that, right?
But if you can't,
if you can't, you will have to then the regulations kick in.
That's where regulations.
And so no come cry and think then. Right? Because and of course there has to be natural justice. Many of them we have been writing them, right? Your tires no good, or you know have one. You should have a fire extinguisher in the bus. You should have a spare. Many buses.
And you need to change some of them nasty seat them where you got in
all these things, right? So you have to step up to the plate. You know, join the company, no problem. Respect to you, but you have to meet the standards. Full stop. Right? And we're not joking about that. Why? Because it's not about us. It's about the commuters that are suffering on those routes that we concern about.
In many jurisdictions, you will find the bus company giving their name, and underneath it will say, if you have any complaint, please call this number.
Correct.
Are you going to?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, very good. Because that will give us, the commuter, a way to address something that we see going on.
I'll tell you this, this system is by Digi, right? In our discussions with them just a few days ago, for the new buses coming in, because at the manufacturer's level, you state the different accessories that you want. So right now the buses that we have things like you could charge your phone in there. You have Wi-Fi. We're in 2026.
Yes,
right.
absolutely.
So we want to have those services that are there, and the company can make revenues there too, because you can then advertise. Right. You can do many things that will bring extra earnings to make the company profitable.
Dr. Zabani will give you a last word, and I know you're a little bit over your time, but please, a last word.
Thank you very much, Brother Nuri, for having me. Thanks to the establishment here who have always welcomed me.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate that very much. We are working hard for our people. We want to say thanks to everybody. I'm heading over to a meeting with our religious leaders in the Christian community.
Oh, great.
As you know, we've met with you all.
With the Muslim, yes, you did. Yes, you did. We appreciate that.
And we're working hard too with the People's Constitution Commission, because we have a deadline to meet to present to Cabinet and then to the House and so on, right? So all those things are happening. We have Indigenous Affairs. So I want to close by thanking my team at the ministry. Amazing people we have, Brother Nuri. That's not surprising.
I got a chance to meet some of them.
Yes, they are fantastic, wonderful people. Our directors, CEO Chester, and he had a reputation as a commissioner for a reason.
Yeah, indeed.
He's a hard-working man.
Yes.
Then I might like that Lee rush sometimes, but for a good reason.
Oh yeah.
He know and tell you something and purposely don't talk to you. No, there's a reason.
Oh yeah.
So we have a good complement of people.
Indeed.
In this new national bus company, we're looking to select the best people.
Okay.
Right, so that they can
some
perform.
people out there are still possibly could get hired for this company.
Yes. So we're starting with all the members of the present bus operators.
Okay.
Who else? Those are the people who have been there.
Yeah.
We believe in them. We will let them prove themselves.
Yeah.
And if they prove themselves otherwise, then we will give opportunities to others to take up those spots. But we have to serve our people.
Very good.
That is the whole thing. Thank you so much.
I thank you,
for the
sir.
opportunity.
We appreciate that very much. We'll take our next break. We'll come back with our next guest.
I am extremely happy to see that the work has started. We might be talking here about regaining some land. The most important part for us right now is how can we continue to protect the people that are here.
We're setting up these rock wall placed by machines to trap sand deposits. We will do some dredging at the river mouth. That will enhance the sand movement, and nature on its own will take the sand to the rock walls, trap them, and accelerate beach recreation. Within the first month, you will see results. Within 3 months, you'll see good progress. And after 6 months, you will really see some nice recuperation.
Monk River is really the forgotten village. It's been years and years I've been fighting for some help with the erosion, and nothing has been done. I was asking to save what we have now than lose everything, because it come to a point that we believe that everything was going in another few years, everything would be gone.
This village really needs a cemetery, because I don't know that when I go in, and to me, I expect for burying at this burying ground. I have my grandfather, for both sides. Ma and pa, right here.
Many of the tombs, they are in the middle of the water. Imagine if it was you or I who would have to go and visit our parents or any family member, but the reality is that they are swimming now in the ocean.
At least government and Mr. Martinez showed up for us. 9 months, I have to say.
This is a real testament of what loss and damage is. We have so many areas like Moncariva across Belize, all the way from Corozal to Barranco down south, whereby erosion has become such a serious problem and a threat to the livelihoods of people.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank. Building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
When you done hear about how you could shop online with Builders Hardware?
It's easy and convenient. Plus, you get special deals and discounts online where you not get in at the store. Just log on to shopbuildersbz.com and pay with your Visa, MasterCard, debit, or credit card. You could choose to pick up your order from the smart Lacaneda Builders or Easy could deliver for you. If that was a big thing, the Builders truck could deliver for you. If you need more information about anything, you could start chat right here online with a salesperson. We're ready to help you. No need to burn gas and waste time in a traffic, but at shopbuildersbz.com.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
As you know, this is the second day of Ramadan, and we have invited the Imam of the Muslim community, Al-Hajj Kaleem El-Amin, to come in and to give us a background understanding of what is Ramadan and what is expected of Ramadan. Why do Muslims fast in Ramadan? So, welcome, my brother.
Okay, welcome.
Good to see you.
As usual, we say Bismillah.
Yes.
In the name of God. And I'm happy to be here on the show. And Muslims, generally, we are told to remind ourselves and others of things that we do.
Yes.
Because human beings, we easily forget things. But when we are reminded, we'll be brought up back to speed. And for the Muslims, Ramadan is falling in a month now where we are coinciding with Lent. And this is very interesting and unique.
Indeed.
And of course, there are some people who say Ramadan and Lent don't have nothing in common. But I would want to tell people that everything that human beings do on this planet, we have something in common with other people.
Absolutely.
From being human beings like them, whatever we do as people, we have something in common with somebody else.
Absolutely.
Even if it's not 100%, we always have things in common. And Muslims have a book that we call the Quran, that we consider as a revelation from Almighty God who created Adam. And in this Quran it says he had talked to Adam through revelation, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, David, many prophets that people are aware of, and that he gave a revelation called Torah to Moses. He gave the good news or the gospel, Muslims refer to it as Injil, to Jesus. We say peace be upon all of them, and that Muhammad got the Quran, and in that Quran it says, Kutiba alaykum as-siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum, that fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed by other people before you. So Muslims don't see ourselves like we are the people who are doing fasting. All of a sudden we are introducing this into the world, that human beings are aware of this.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure people who are Bible scholars, they will tell you that there is something that has been alluded to Jesus, peace be upon him, where he says that prayer and fasting cures a lot of disease.
Absolutely. Yes.
So when people say we don't have things in common, we do have a lot in common. And fasting is said in the Quran that it will give you something that Muslims call taqwa, and sometimes that is translated as righteousness, but actually it's like a shield to shield human being from the evil that is in the world. So fasting is like you're putting a protection around yourself, in the sense that when a person fasts, his normal routine is interrupted. During Ramadan we should have the most patience, but when a person is hungry, this is the hardest time. You try to tell them, have patience. I mean, when you're belly full and you relax and
patience is there.
Patience is there. But when a man is hungry, and that is the time that he must have patience and consideration, this disrupts our whole routine. Indeed. So myself and many Muslims, sometimes we love it because the life becomes too regular. You get up in the morning, your coffee, you say a prayer, you go up on the phone, you watch a TV, you read a newspaper, you go to work, you just routine, and then sometimes it's becoming like there's nothing challenging. When Ramadan comes now, all the routine stops, because if you are not to eat from before the sunrise until the sunset, you become preoccupied with the essentials of life. Many people will look at it on the news and we see somewhere like in South Sudan, Gaza, where people don't have water to drink and food, or maybe right now people are looking at Cuba, because when there is a crunch and you don't have the basic food and you have some little children around you, we see people act in a different way, and then we say they're evil. That hungry people who don't have things to eat do criminal, bad, rush for things, fight over some water, all types of things, and we say, man, they're acting like animals. Wow. So this Ramadan, or all Ramadan, or fasting, when you don't have food, your mind starts to become focused, because every Muslim is waiting for the sun to set so he could have a drink of water and eat a date. Everything that's always playing in the back of the mind. When I broke the fast, especially around 3, 4 o'clock, we start watching our watch.
That's right.
You know, it's counting down the sunset. We are going to get something to eat. So food and drink is a basic human need. And normally when there is not Ramadan, I do like all beliefs, and we catch and kill. If I eat, I eat. If somebody bring me a nice food, I got it. I don't worry about it, because it's around. But in Ramadan, no, we don't catch and kill. We have a schedule that something must be there at that time to break the fast.
Precisely.
So it's a blessing for us to interrupt the routine, and it's a struggle for Muslims to fast. This year, we say all praise is due to God that He is merciful, that the fasting this year, the days are short, because the sun sets about 5:56, then it go 57.
Yeah.
But there is a short time.
Very short, very short.
Next year it probably will be even shorter, because we know sometimes in Belize the sun set 5:15.
Yeah.
And Ramadan, which is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, comes forward by 10 days every year. So we started yesterday, next year will be 10 days earlier. So the days will become shorter, and we call this like it's a mercy, because of course fasting is for the whole world, and we pray for the people who are in an area where the day is 18 hours. and you can't eat for 18 hours or shouldn't eat for 18 hours, it's going to be difficult. So even though we say it's a blessed month and people look at it and think it's just easy for Muslim, it is not easy. If it was easy, God would not have prescribed it. He knows that it is something that you will show your true self, because no one can know if you fast. Only you. Only you know if you fast. So we call it blessed because it is a break in the routine and it's a challenge for us. And even if you have been fasting 20, 30 years, every Ramadan, there is some challenge will come and somebody will do something to annoy you. Even we're told from the religious point of view that during Ramadan, the gates of hell is closed. But it doesn't mean that people's behavior improve. Maybe God will overlook some of the things that we do because we are fasting. He might say, I'm not going to punish them because they're under like duress or stress or difficulty, because it happened in the time of the Prophet and it happens today. A man is supposed to fast, wake up in the morning, 5, get a little snack. He oversleeps. And get nothing to eat in the morning. So the last time he ate was maybe 8, 9 o'clock one night. Didn't get up in the morning and he has to fast. That is not easy.
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle, and it happens to people.
Oh, yes.
It happens to people.
You catch you at least 2 or 3 times during the Ramadan.
In your Ramadan.
You will oversleep because we stay up for the Taraweeh, and then many times we're tired and we oversleep in the morning. What are some of the activities that the community does that is specific for the Ramadan month?
Ramadan month is one of the months that some Muslims coincide their fasting with charity. Fasting is something that you don't do. We don't eat, we don't drink, we don't interact with women. But one of the things that many Muslims do is they share the iftar, the breaking of the fast, or they share a zakat that many people like to give by the end of Ramadan. But even throughout the whole Ramadan, Muslims, they become a little more God conscious or a little more concerned for their brothers, or they say this is a blessed month. So during that month, there is food that is distributed so that a Muslim family, at least what we try to practice in Belize, we have food items, something that is reasonable and good, that a family can have food every day in their home if this family we feel could use that assistance.
Can I take this one call for you, and I hope it has to do with the subject. Yeah, welcome caller. Our guest is Imam Kaleem El Amin. Do you have a question for him?
Hello. Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Tropical Municipal, sir. We have one envelope here for Mr. Mike High.
Oh, I see. All right, we'll try to get that across to him, okay? Thank you. In terms of, you said the iftar, which is an Arabic word. Give us a little idea of what the Muslim does in the morning, and then you spoke about iftar, what he does in the evening, and then there is rituals that they do in the night. Can you go into those? The beginning of the fast, the end of the fast, and what is done in the night, and then what is done at the end, the thing that is called Eid.
Okay.
I'm only asking you that because our time is tight. But
okay, so the basic day for a Muslim in Ramadan that is considered religious obligation is he gets up in the morning. This is highly recommended. It's not compulsory, but highly recommended that he has a small light meal. It's called suhoor. Actually, we would call that breakfast. But it just would be a little early before the sun rises. And the normal prayers and things that Muslims do is just those normal things. But in Ramadan, at the sunset, there is a thing called iftar that we call breaking of the fast. So it's like breakfast. But it's like breaking that we were not eating, fasting the whole day. And there is many tradition about it that, you know, you take a little light meal, some water, and something that will give you back some instant energy in many Muslim countries, and we are imitating them in Belize to a certain extent, depend on the availability of dates. Dates is an Arab food that has a lot of sugar in it. So if you eat a couple days, you get an energy rush back into you and a little bit of water. And then we can say the prayer. And after that, we share meal among ourselves. We do it in Belize many times in the masjid itself. But it is customary to do it even in your house. But in many Muslim countries where there is 50,000 masjids, people can do it at home and just walk to the masjid around the lane. But in Belize, we have only one masjid, and Muslims are scattered far and wide, so some people can make it to a masjid at the sunset. And in the night of Ramadan, the Quran says that it was in the month of Ramadan that the Quran was revealed. So during the night of the month of Ramadan, we do extra prayers that is called Taraweeh. It's like a relaxing prayer. Where the normal prayers them are, we say like 2 prayers, 4 prayers, 3 prayers, 4 prayers. In the night of Ramadan, we say about 11 of the prayers then, and that goes till about maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. And that would be considered like the Muslim have completed his religious obligation. In many countries, people try to recite the whole Quran from the beginning to the end. It is not a compulsory, it is not a sunnah of the Prophet, but it is because it is the word of God. Reciting it is never a bad thing for the Muslim. It's like you telling a person, you read your Bible, it can't be a bad thing if you're trying to follow your scripture. So the Quran itself says, read as much as is easy that you can handle. So some Muslims, they can handle the whole, some can handle a little bit, but it is all accepted.
It's all good. It's all good.
Small or big.
Imam, we only have time enough now for you to give some final thoughts. You spoke earlier off the mic about giving away in charity pantry bags that the community normally during this time give away to the community. You know, most of the community, especially Port Loyola, is aware that the next Eid, which is after the Hajj, is when we slaughter the animals and people all in the neighborhood, they get free meat and things like that. We don't do that during Ramadan. But you mentioned to me that the community is also giving away charity bags, pantry bags, you know. You want to mention something along that line?
Well,
I know that not for the whole of Belize, right?
But we do have sizable amount, and we have taken care of all the Muslims them that are members of our community. We have enough for them. And we still have maybe about 20 pantry bags that we can give just to anyone, no strings attached. You need some help? You can come and pass by the Muslim Masjid. And actually, since we've been we appreciate that we've been able to come to Krem all the time. We've asked Krem that if you do some little program and somebody answer, we will bring, it's 4 bags for 2 prizes that somebody might say something and he can get 2 bags from Krem. We've done it also this year with Love FM.
I see.
Yes, we had interaction with Love FM and we gave them 2 bags to also distribute.
All right. Well, would you like to pose 2 questions based on what you said today as the prize, and then we will have the pantry bag here at the security gate for those 2 persons that win that bag? Would you like to pose 2 questions?
Well, I'd like to propose 2 questions. One of them is...
One at a time, though, and then we give them a chance to
answer. Does anyone remember a Muslim in Belize that was charged with seditious conspiracy. He was very outspoken person. He was involved in some politics.
Yes.
He's a famous little Belizean to we Muslim.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, if we use this word charged with seditious conspiracy, maybe somebody will remember his name.
Yes.
That is one of the questions. So that is something local. And the other one?
No. The number here is 2805848. If you can answer that question, then you will have that pantry bag. Yeah. What is the name of the Muslim that was charged with seditious conspiracy? I'm not sure if it was called it. It was just called sedition.
Yes.
And he has been, and was when he was alive, very active in Belize, and almost everybody knows that individual. The number here is 2805848. Can you call and give us that answer if you can? Welcome, caller. Welcome, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, man, you have the answer, bro? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, man, you have to answer. You're on the line.
Is it Brother Alan?
No. You think about Alan Waite. No, that's not Brother Mustafa. Try again. 2805848. How you know that? And we just sit down on one compound where this man had influence in even getting this started. He was charged way back in 1969, I believe, or 1970. 1969 with conspiracy, or what you call sedition. Welcome, caller.
Hello, is it Lumumba?
Lumumba, no, another pioneer, but no, not Odinga Lumumba. 2805848. Where we used to say when we smile, you're warm. Welcome, caller. Yes, sir.
Lumumba?
No, man, not Lumumba. Not Lumumba. Let's try again. Oh, we got to do some history books here. If we're forgetting an important person like this, we need to do some more history books. Welcome, caller.
Hello, good morning. Evan X High.
No, we would wish that he is a Muslim. He's so close to us as a Muslim, but it's not Evan X Hyde. But he was arrested with Evan X Hyde. All right? Try again. 2805848, 2805848. And why don't you pose the second question because of our time constraints? Yeah. Welcome, caller.
Rufus X.
Hi, man. You see, I tell them, brothers, everybody associate them with being Muslim, you know. No, it's not Rufus. Welcome, caller. Welcome, caller. Welcome. We not hear you, man. We not hear you. Go ahead, caller. Yeah.
Hello.
All right, our number is 2805848. Yeah, welcome, caller.
Ismail Shabazz?
Ismail Omar Shabazz, brother. Yes, you got it. All right. Listen, we'll need your name, and then your pantry bag will be outside. Your name, sir?
This is Matt Mariano.
He got his son now a Muslim, you see. All right, Matt. You. I almost want to say you may don't have that answer, so we shouldn't even take you. All right, Matt. The bag will be out here waiting for you. All right.
All right. Sure.
All right, my brother. Good. All right. What's the next question?
The next question is Ramadan is what number month of the Muslim calendar?
Woo! That one challenging.
Yes.
The Islamic calendar, which is called the lunar calendar, has a number of months in the year. The question is 12 months. What is the month of Ramadan? Like August is the 8th month of the Gregorian calendar. January is the first month of the Gregorian calendar. What number month is the Ramadan? I think that one hard. You know, probably end up with a Muslim calling, and when Muslims already got the pantry.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, caller.
Is it the 10th month?
Aye, they're close, but no, it's not the 10th month. Thank you. 2805848.
Well, at least you know people are listening.
Yeah, oh no, we got good listeners all over. Welcome, caller.
Is it the 9th month?
It is the 9th month.
All right.
Almost like the month of, it is the 9th month. Yes. So your name is?
It's Sherry Flowers.
Miss Sherry Flowers. All right, Miss Flowers, you can pick up your bag. When will it be here?
By 10.
By 10 o'clock, Matt and Miss Flowers, you could pick up your bag at the booth here at Creme. Okay? Hello?
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Flowers, you're welcome. All right, final word, Imam. Just give us a final word before you leave.
Well, the final word is for us as Muslims here in Belize. We keep telling people that we are from this country. We support the Belizean government, people in its aspiration. We're going to put our input in advising people that from our point of view, human beings are noble creatures, that we come from a noble origin. We come from Adam, who was made from God, and he put us here in this world as an agent. Muslims call it Khalifa. We are responsible for Belize. Not only the Muslim, everybody else. We are responsible that our country is a decent country, safe country, productive country, a welcoming country. That is our job while we are alive, to look after each other and the planet and everything, that God put man here, not to dominate as some people think, like we are the Lord and Master, but to manage it to the best of our ability. And this is why Muslims, we are always going to be participating, not coercing or forcing anyone to think like us, but we will contribute, and if they see good in us, we say thank God. And when they see wrong in us, because we are human, they could point it out. Because the Muslim religion don't ever believe that human being, we have this perfection. We have good ideas, good ideals, like the Constitution of Belize is very good. Sometimes the people who run it, they're not a good reflection of what the laws should be. But we don't throw away the laws then and say, so it's the same thing for human beings. Wherever Muslims see them, we see good in everybody. And sometimes a system can be good and the people who run it, they could be otherwise. So the people of Belize should know that, you know, the Muslim, we always will stand for this country. We support our government, the institutions, the things that are good, and that which we don't like, of course, we will talk out against it.
That's right. That's right. Thank you very much for the presence. We didn't touch our favorite subject, which is polygamy. But we got some people out there that just wait for you to come and talk about that. But we'll invite you back to explore that idea. We thank everybody who was part of our program this morning. We thank our guests, the young people from the Girl Guides. We thank Minister Zabani for being here. And certainly we thank the Imam for coming and giving this explanation of what to expect during this month. Mr. Matt Mateo and Ms. Sherry Flowers, at 10 o'clock, 45 minutes from now, your pantry bag will be outside. I don't think we have anything else that we could say except thank Mr. Grant downstairs, that is Tonio, for his support this morning. He is the simulcast person. Upstairs we have Miss Flowers, Christy, and of course we have Mr. Juan Carlos Luis, Juan Carlos and Brother Cliff, is also here to give us the support every weekday morning. We should be back on Monday, and we hope that you will see us. We will be back on Thursday and Friday of next week, inshallah. So we hope that we'll see you at that time. Belizeans, stand strong and stand firm and do the right thing. For now, we God!
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda. It's all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long way. It's like over 16 years that it was basically like 2-3 houses in that area.
It was wild. One high bush like jungle. I want to take my lick. Say no water, no light. I tell her no about that. We have figured it out.
You know, you wonder how long it will take for this to happen.
A year ago, you were considered squatters.
We made a picado and we came in. I'm a teenager. Everybody said it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
This that for we, and we proud of this.
Now we're claiming our house on the land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of the people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
I am extremely happy to see that the work has started. We might be talking here about regaining some land. The most important part for us right now is how can we continue to protect the people that are here. We're setting up these rock wall placed by machines to trap sand deposits. We will do some dredging at the river mouth that will enhance the sand movement, and nature on its own will take the sand to the rock walls, trap them, and accelerate beach recreation. Within the first month, you will see results. Within 3 months, you'll see good progress. And after 6 months, you will really see some nice recuperation.
Monk River is really the forgotten village. It's been years and years I've been fighting for some help with the erosion, and nothing has been done. I was asking to save what we have now than lose everything, because it come to a point that we believe that everything was going in another few years, everything would be gone.
This village really needs a cemetery because I don't know that when I go in, and to me, I expect for burying this burying ground. I have my grandfather. I have my grandfather on both sides. Ma and pa, right here.
Many of the tombs, they are in the middle of the water now. Imagine if it was you or I who would have to go and visit our parents or any family member. But the reality is that they are swimming now in the ocean.
At least government and Mr. Martinez showed up for us. 9 months, I have to say.
This is a real testament of what loss and damage is. We have so many areas like Monk River across Belize, all the way from Corozal to Barranco down south, whereby erosion has become such a serious problem and a threat to the livelihoods of people.
People get victimized, let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our